Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Coffee and a Card. So I'm excited to be with you today. I'm Holly with Handcrafted Blessings. I always like to say that because if you're finding this new, either on Facebook or YouTube, you might not know who I am. So I like to introduce myself. So every Tuesday I come to show you happy mail, and then we also do a project together as well. So that's what we're going to work on here today, and just trying to get my video up and running so that I can try to chat with you guys as we're doing this. There we go. I think we're good. So welcome to everybody who's coming in here, whether on live or replay. Yeah, it's Tuesday. So I just went to a craft retreat over the weekend, and it's a group of friends that we've been getting together for, I don't know, 10 years maybe, and we get together twice a year and just take a 3-day weekend and gather to craft. So most of them are scrapbookers, and then I'm typically making cards. Sometimes I do scrapbook. I actually brought some scrapbook layouts this weekend, and then we've got somebody who sews, but it's just a small group of us, usually 8 to 10 people, and so that's what I did this weekend. In fact, you might have seen I posted on Sunday a little Lego video because I did some Lego building while I was there as well. It was super fun. So I do like to build Lego also in my spare time. And so I was trying to finish up a Nintendo set that I had not touched because during my move, I dropped it. I dropped a build that was in process, and I literally sobbed because I was so upset that I dropped this build, and I just haven't touched the Lego since I moved. So this weekend I did that and I finished it. So that was very exciting. So anyways, just a little update here on what's happening. Couple of things. Let's see, we've got tomorrow starts a 30% off sale on Close to My Heart branded products. So, Stampin' Up! Acquired a number of Close to My Heart products, and while supplies last, starting tomorrow, well, at midnight tonight, you can get those items at 30% off. So anything that's branded Close to My Heart, that is coming up. And then, I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I'm probably forgetting something, but that'll do for now. So I do have a card to show you. I actually forgot to go to my P.O. box and check my mail, so there's probably more sitting in my mailbox. But I do have one today from Denise Benda from here in Iowa. This beautiful card. Oh my goodness. Look at this. I love the simplicity. Oh, I'm opening it wrong. Let's try that again. I love the simplicity of this card, but it's stunningly beautiful. So it's healing, peace, rest, I'm here for you. Isn't that gorgeous, you guys? I just love that. Yes, thank you, Jean. The kit sale is still happening. So the kit collection kits are just an all-inclusive, portable, fun way to craft. I took like 6 kits with me this weekend and was working through all of those. So kit sale is wonderful. So I think it's like up to 30% off of those as well, or something like that. But you can find the prices in my online store as well. Kathy, no, the Close to My Heart products are available to anybody now. So those will be on sale tomorrow, and anybody can get those. So great question. Jean, your daughter loved my Nintendo Lego. It's really cool. I need to take a picture. So what I showed you on Sunday was, was the TV part of the set, but there's also a game console, a game cartridge, and a game controller, the Nintendo controller. So I need to take a picture of all the things to show you guys the full build. So and for those of you who said I need to go on Lego Masters, no. I build Lego for the relaxation of it, not to have to try to figure something out. That's why I cried when I dropped my Lego set, because I don't want to have to figure it out. I just want to follow the step-by-step directions in the catalog or in the instruction book. It's what I love about the kit collection. When I don't want to be creative and I don't want to have to figure out a design, the kit collections are perfect because I can just follow step by step what they tell me to do. So the same thing is why I like Lego, is for the mindlessness of it. Is that fair to say? I call it mindless, but for me it's so relaxing. And I'm gonna say this again. The Lego building to me is similar to the relaxation I feel when I do a kit collection kit. And I'm not just saying that because the kits are on sale. I literally took a bag full of kits to the retreat this weekend because I wanted an opportunity to be creative and to make cards without having to think through the design and every single product and the color coordination and, you know, the embellishments. When I grab a kit collection box, I know everything I need is right there in that box. And so I can make cards. So yeah, so to me, Lego and kit collection are like all in the same box. So, all right, so I am going to show you guys a project, and today is all about the two-tone cardstock because I just love it. Oh yes, Evelyn, Jeannie, she said that's why she subscribes to my monthly card club. Yeah, my monthly card club is a way to get product in your hands and give you card making ideas from the beginning, from scratch. So it's a great way. Oh, can I just say, let me see if I have it here. Maybe I can give you a little sneak peek. Ooh, I will. So my card club for October, we are going to be using the latte paper. Let's see, which one do I want to show you? I started designing cards for the October card club, and here's the thing with card club. Here, we'll give you the inside right now. I design 4 cards, and you get 2 of each in your card club packet, so 8 cards. Well, I started designing this coffee set, and you know I'm a little obsessed with coffee stuff, so I didn't keep track of my designs as I was working on them, and instead of making 4 designs, I ended up making 7. So instead of an 8 card club for October, you were getting 11 cards because I just couldn't stop. So anyways, here is one of the cards for card club this month. So that's one of the 7 designs, one of the 11 cards that you're getting this month. All right, but today is all about two-tone cardstock. So I decided I wanted to make a card only using two-tone cardstock and a little bit of DSP, but I'm not going to use any regular cardstock. I just thought this would be a fun way to show how versatile this paper can be. And then I wanted to pull out this Caring Leaves stamp set. It's a real simple stamp set. It just has the 6 stamps, and we'll use about half of them today. But it's a photopolymer stamp set. And then I'll also be tying in, I forget the name of these, the Stylish Shapes dies, because I needed something for my sentiment. But two-tone cardstock is something new to Stampin' Up! And it's one of those products that they brought over from Close to My Heart, and I love it, you guys. I absolutely love it. So when we talk about two-tone cardstock, here are 3 colors that we have. There's Old Olive, Early Espresso, and Mossy Meadow. And we'll just take here the Old Olive, for example. When you turn it over, this is still the same paper. Okay, you can see the front and back here. So the two-tone cardstock means one side has a lighter shade and one side has a darker shade. Instead of being dyed all the way through the paper, it has a white core. So I think you can probably see that. When I turn that on its edge, you can tell that it's white. If you were to look at our regular cardstock from the side, you're going to see the color all the way through. it's dyed all the way through. Give me just a second here. I've got a piece cardstock right here. So when I take our standard cardstock here and I put it on its side, what you see is Lost Lagoon, because this is Lost Lagoon cardstock. With the two-tone, you have the light and the dark, and in the middle you have white. And that is actually going to be kind of fun with one of the techniques we're going to do here today. So we have two-tone cardstock in a variety of colors. We do have some single packs of different colors, and then this is from a multi-pack that coordinates with this autumn designer series paper. And I thought we would just make a card using this. So we're going to start with the early espresso, and I'll just move this over here. So we'll kind of flip this over like this so you can see the two different shades of early espresso here if I curl them. I think this one's a little bit harder to see with some of the lighting, but there's definitely a difference in the two colors. So we're going to create a card base. Now the two-tone cardstock comes in 12 by 12 packs. So in order to make cards with it, you obviously have to cut it down. And so I'm going to do a 4 1/4 by 11 card base. So we're going to cut this at 4 1/4. And then I'm going to turn it, and I'm going to cut off 1 inch. So now I have a 4 1/4 by 11 inch card base. And I'll just score it here at 5 1/2. Okay, so I have my regular card base. And then I'm going to take the Mossy Meadow, and I am going to, let me show you the two different shades here. There's the two shades of Mossy Meadow. I am going to cut a piece that is 4 1/4, I'm sorry, let me get to my cheat sheet. 4 by 5 1/4. Actually, I need two pieces of this, and so I was mixing up which one I was looking at. So we're starting with a piece that's 4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we got that one. And then I also need a piece that is 2 3/4 by 4 1/8. So 2 3/4 by 4 1/8. So here's 4 1/8, and then I've got, let's see here, 2 3/4. So that's 2 3/4 by 4 1/8. I need a piece of Old Olive, my Old Olive two-tone. So we'll show you here again. I already showed you the contrast of these two. This one, I need two pieces, same size. I'm going to do 3 3/4 by 5. And I need two of them. So we'll do 3 3/4 by 5. There's one. Let's see if this is long enough for a second one. Oh, I think it'll work. And there's a second one. Okay, so we got that. And then my designer series paper. This has these cute little critters on one side, and it has trees on the other. I'm going to use the critter side. And this is going to be 2 5/8 by 4. So I'm just kind of scoping out where the critters are super cute. Let's see here. Sorry, bear with me a second. Trying to decide where exactly I want to cut. I think I'm going to start right here. So again, this was 2 5/8 by 4 inches. So that was 4. So we're going to do 2 5/8. Let's see here. I'm just trying different sides. I think I'm going to go this direction. trying to decide which way will preserve the critters that I want. So I'm going to cut off a little bit under this deer's feet. And now I'm going to do 2 5/8. Because I just want those critters featured on the front of my card. So my designer series paper is 2 5/8 by 4 inches. Okay. So we'll stop there for a moment. And I'm actually going to bring in my die cutting machine. So we are going to die cut a tag, and we're also going to emboss. Okay, so I need my plates. We'll start here with our base plates. We're die cutting first, so I have my base plate number 1, and then our thin plate number 2, a clear plate, which is number 3, a scrap of the Old Olive two-tone. Then we'll grab our Stylish Shapes die. And we'll just stick this through here. And I'll just bring it back out the same direction. So we'll have a little two-tone flag here, so it is different colors on each side. So of course with this die is not reversible, so you'll want to kind of think through which side you die cut on. I'm going to take off the thin die adapter and also my 2 clear plates and bring in plate number 4, because we are going to use, let me grab my stuff here. This is the Forever Plaid 3D embossing folder. So this it's one of my favorites right now. I just love it. And I think especially for fall, when I think fall, I definitely think plaid. So I'm going to grab one of those Old Olive pieces that we cut. And let's see, I think I'm going to put the dark side down here. And then I'm going to turn it around because I want to go spine first in the machine so we don't crack our embossing folder. And we'll just crank that all the way through. Now this is one of the techniques that I was telling you I was excited for you to see what happens. Let me just set this down here. Because there's a white core to this paper, when I emboss it with a 3D folder, you can actually see some of the white cracking through. Can you guys see that? I think you can see some of that the light stripes right there. That's actually the white core coming through. I think it's so cool. It just adds a really fun texture without you having to do anything extra to your piece. So we'll get those out of the way. We'll come back here to our card. And I think I'm going to start with, I'm going to use the dark side of the Mossy Meadow. And we're going to stick that on our card front. You know, I was just about to tell you that I'm really sorry about the smell. I live in farm country and you can smell it today, but then I realized that y'all can't smell it. So you can't even tell that my nose is curling at the current smell wafting in my windows. Welcome to Iowa farm country. So anyways, I'm sorry for the smell, y'all. Oh goodness, could you imagine if that transferred through a video? That'd be crazy. But you would also smell my lovely lilac candle that's right here, so it's not all weird. Patricia, the smell is cow manure. Yeah, that's the smell. It's fall in Iowa, so I think they use it to like fertilize the fields or something. Okay, so I'm going to grab these two pieces of Old Olive, and I'm going to be using my Old Olive and Mossy Meadow ink pads. So I'll start with Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to use the words, "You're simply the best," from that Caring Leaves stamp set. We'll put that there on our tag. And then I'm going to start with, on my insert here, I'm going to start with the outline leaf. And I'm going to stamp that twice. You know, even if you don't have words to stamp on the inside, you can still decorate the inside of your cards, especially if you're one of those who maybe you're struggling to think of something to say to the person you're writing to, but you really want them to know, like you were thinking of them or whatever. Stamp your paper. Then there's not as much space for you to write stuff on. Okay, and then with the Old Olive, we're going to come back here with the fill-in stamp. And it's kind of an artistic look. You don't have to switch colors like I just did. I could have actually used Mossy Meadow for both of these, because the way that this fill-in is kind of, well, I'm gonna call it artsy-fartsy. It's kind of an artsy look. So you can use the same color inks together with this stamp set. But I wanted to tie in with the colors that are on my card. So that's why I switched ink colors. All right, so we will put our insert here. The two-tone cardstock is a lighter weight than our standard cardstock. So I definitely recommend having an insert when you're using it as a card base, because it helps to really solidify the card base. Where's my bone folder? It's kind of like using, I don't know if it's quite as thin as our regular basic white paper, but it's kind of like using a regular basic white for your card base, and it's, you know, it feels kind of flimsy. I feel like it's kind of a similar feel. So that's why I want to put that extra insert. Plus, it's hard to write on early espresso. All right. We need our other two pieces here. So we need our Critters and our Mossy Meadow. I'm just doing a small little 1/8" border just to get that little peak of color behind it. And then I can add some dimensionals here. Oh, I just realized I never showed y'all the sample card. Just, you know, it's like another version of mystery stamping. We'll all be surprised together. Okay. So we're gonna stick this here on our card front, like so. And then I think my tag, I don't want to cover up the owl. My tag's gonna go right about here. Now, because I've already dimensionalized these two layers, I don't want to add another dimensional right here where my finger is, because it's gonna make this tag wonky. Okay, I want this tag to stay level. So I'm going to put a dimensional on this side, but I'm just going to put adhesive right here. And then we'll do some adhesive. And I can pull that off. Now, I will say, if you want to dimensionalize your whole tag, I would just add 2 dimensionals right here, and then 1 on this side, because that would again keep your tag level. So I gotta make sure I don't go off the card. There we go. And then last but not least, I'm gonna use some of these faux glass dots. And if you're looking for these, they should be back in stock next week. I'm definitely on the hunt for some. These coordinate with my October Christmas kits, so I'm waiting to get another shipment of these in so I can send out your October Christmas kits. All right, and I'm just gonna stick a few of these around in random spots. We'll do one more so that we keep it odd. And here we have our two-tone card, yeah. I was gonna say cardstock. Well, it is cardstock. This is our two-tone cardstock card. There we go. With the leaves on the inside. And you'll see, I actually did it a little bit different, not even intentionally, but on this one, I actually used the lighter side of the old olive on the front. So here is the darker. You can see the difference here. This tag is lighter than my embossed piece. So there's just different ways that you can do it. I don't know if I switched it up maybe on the inside too. Nope, I did it the same way on the inside. But what's fun about that two-tone cardstock is you can really mix and match with one sheet of paper and change the look of your card. So yes, the two-tone cardstock is super cute. And the stamp set that I'm using is called Caring Leaves. So nice, simple stamp set and great for fall cards. So thank you guys so much for tuning in today for Coffee and a Card and the smell of fall in a card. No, I appreciate you guys and love doing these videos with you guys. So thanks for tuning in today. And don't forget to encourage one another and build each other up. I'll see you soon.